said, this is my icebreaker and it's my first speech, so go easy on me. So I'm hoping by the end of this speech you will all agree that I am a geek. Okay. First reason, I am a beer geek. Namely, more importantly, a home brewer. I actually brew my own beer. My wife bought me a kit about 2 years ago for Valentine's Day, and that started for me. Once I got into it, I discovered there was a whole community behind homebrewing. There are books, websites, clubs, and competitions, which I compete in, actually. Now, I'm such a geek. It's very close to what we do here at Toastmasters. We, in our beer meetings and competitions, we actually evaluate those beers. We taste them, we evaluate their flavor, their aroma, their color. So kind of how we dissect the speech a little bit in our evaluation process here, very similar to our competitions for my beer club and the state and national competitions I participate in.
Wow.
So, if not for my second obsession here, I would probably have a really big beer gut. My penultimate obsession here is running. I'm a running geek.
All right.
Okay? I started really slow. I actually first started to run, when I first started to run, I just sprinted. Just ran, and then I couldn't run. I got half a block down the street, and I couldn't run anymore. I got aches and cramps, and I was just like, I just better start walking. But I learned that you just need to start slow. If you can run continually at barely faster than a walking pace, you can continue and not have to stop. So now I'm actually worked my way up to much longer distances. I am such a running geek. I've actually competed in some 5Ks. My pinnacle, if you will, of my accomplishment is I ran an 8K at Gasparilla in February. So
Wow.
I actually placed on my top 10 percentile for my gender, which was
Okay.
pretty cool. Pretty cool. So I am a running geek. I run 5 days a week, and if I miss a day, I'm just not the same person. You can ask my wife. It's just a bad day for me. So it is definitely what makes me a running geek. I'm very geeky with running. Now, my third obsession, or the third thing that makes me a geek, is just something I like to do for fun. Lets me decompress. I'm a video game geek. So I like to play games, and it actually started when I was a very small child. One of my first toys was an Atari 800X, a very old school computer with a cartridge and a cassette tape drive. I mean, probably, I don't know if any of us here have actually remember that there were cassette tape drive, like your Walkman tape. It wasn't a disc drive. It was really slow. It was terrible, but that's what I had. That's what I got for Christmas that one year. But anyways, I would play Missile Command all hours of the day, if anyone remembers these old games. And back in those days, we didn't have internet. We had video games. We actually had magazines, computer magazines, where they would print out a program where you would type this program in BASIC, line by line, and if you did it correctly and compiled this program, you would have a game. That was like the app store of the day. And it was so fun to me. So that kind of got me hooked. That was my, gateway drug, if you will. And now I went to the Nintendo, went to the Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, and I'm still 37 years old playing PlayStation and Nintendo DS. So, I don't know. So with these reasons, I've reached my 4-minute mark, and I hope you all agree that I am a total geek. Thank you very much.